Any government that wants to succeed will do everything within its power to protecting its citizens. And any government that wants to fail will leave the citizens to tigers and lions and to hatchet businessmen whose sole aim is to make profit at all costs. Because I don't understand, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his inaugural speech, did declare that the government, his government, would not renew the subsidy regime. It means that fuel subsidy would not be renewed. What that means inevitably is that the idea of government paying for fuel prices so that Nigerians do not pay for the actual price will stop. And guess what? The past government of President Muhammadu Buhari, former President Muhammadu Buhari, did pay for 6 months of fuel subsidy. It means therefore that we have from January to June. What President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was saying yesterday is that moving forward, from 1st of July, Nigerians will now start to face the harsh reality of buying fuel with the price so that government can use the money for subsidy for other things. Well, analysts say that particular statement of his on his inaugural speech was too hasty and vague. Maybe would have waited to put modalities in place. Maybe there are some other things that need to be done. We'll leave all the analysis. But my question this morning, why are Nigerians wicked to Nigerians? Why are we wicked to ourselves? The president said they will not renew fuel subsidy. And the Nigerians who own petrol stations immediately locked up their stations and some increased price to as much as 600 naira. I heard that there was a filling station somewhere in Delta said that was for 750 naira. Nigerians, man humanity to man. Nigerians are the problem of Nigeria. Whether we have a quality government or not, first and foremost, Nigerians need to begin to change our attitude towards other Nigerians. And we say that we have been hurt, we have been hardly treated, we have been badly treated. Oh, Buhari has not done well. But what is the meaning of this thing that we saw yesterday till this morning? Go and look at long queues everywhere. Long queues have returned to Nigerian roads because of petrol stations. And guess what? In exorbitant rates. Man. Painful though. Very painful. And then you look at these people and you say, guess what? These are the same individuals. Some of them call politicians that have contested for office. Some of them wants to be governors. Some of them wants to be senators. Some of them want to be House of Rep members. But look at them now in the face of just few hours of a new government. They have shown their desperation for money at all costs. Again, like Mahatma Gandhi put it, business without morality. Nobody cares. You and I have been suffering the hatchet hazard policy and programs of the past government. You and I have been faced with the harsh realities of eating through our nose because our mouth cannot even be open because of the gruesome dangers that comes before us. You and I that have to buy onion for exorbitant price, buy tomato, but now opportunity has come to you. Now you have also done worse than the president would have done. Who is really the problem of this country? Who is really the problem? See, sometimes we'll keep government aside. Of course, there is a government angle to this. Government must begin to be thinking smarter than it is. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will succeed, he must put around him advisors and counselors that have sense and are in touch with the people. Because I expected this morning an executive order to have been raised to ensuring that any petrol station, not the one that Obaseki went to do, you don't do all that. There's too many shenanigans happening in our political space, too many. Do you need as a governor to make a public statement? By now, I expect that your team will be all out, closing down petrol stations selling for exorbitant prices, closing down first and foremost. But you won't, because they are your friends and allies. See, Nigerian citizens, we should know that we are alone. This is where we should know. The business people who that's why you see that when people say who is the big man supporting so candidate, because of course these same business people who have the money to spend and support elections are the ones that perform the service or have the services that the people benefit, are the one that determine the price. We don't have the price regulatory agency in this country. The DPRO that is supposed to be the organ of government that helps to regulate prices is not sleeping. Nigerians are left to the sun. See, the skin of the human being is a protective device that has been created by God to protect us from all sorts of infections to enter our body. Currently, every good government will look for a way to create a layer that can protect it from the harsh and hazard realities of policies and their programs. But no, in Africa, they leave us to face it, but we'll be on the street defending the nonsense. I will give respect to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and wait for him to work, but this one has shown that he needs a more active counselor and advisory team that will be proactive, because that announcement, if proper modalities were put in place, by now many petrol stations, many marketers would not be doing this nonsense immediately. And there is, oh God, I just did laugh. And there are politicians that want to say they want to go and serve the people. One man said he was going to Senate to serve the people. Bola Ahmed Tinubu wasn't done announcing it. He was the first to close down his petrol stations in Benin. He closed them down. A couple of hours now, he will open them and start to increase his price. But that's the same man that wants to go to serve the people. That's the same person. There are Nigerians who are in different places, who have small opportunities. We are the one wicked in ourselves. Man, see humanity to man. They increase price exorbitantly. So Nigerians now are not looking, oh God. How be country with you? How be country with you? Let's tell us. Because this wickedness to us by all sectors. There's a parable in Benin that says, Ojino Rama, Kaliloma Gwalini no we. You know why? The same people that will offer these counsels and advice to the government in power, they are the ones to benefit from it because they have the services to render. It just be like say you they ask somebody with the import generator, say how do we get power to the people? He will give you wrong advice because he's only to make money. We just pray, God help us, because we have been exposed to all sort of nonsense. If this government must succeed, this government needs to protect its citizens at all costs. I don't know how long. I'm not here for sentiment. Whether it's going to spend 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, but protecting the citizens must be the core priority of every sane government. Must be the core priority, because this nonsense has to stop. What is all this? Government has paid for fuel subsidy till June. Why today is May 30th? Yesterday was May 29th. Why are Nigerians being made to pay for extra? Already the price we buy fuel from in this country, 225, 230, is already exorbitant and overrated. Because government has paid for fuel subsidy for it to be about 185 naira. We are paying more than 50 naira for every liter we buy. Where does that go to? You see, Nigerians, we are on our own. No, we are on our own. I'm not attacking the president. It's too early, right? But government must be proactive. You don't come. This money I expected so much. God forsaking set of leaders that we have in this country. That one is making press statement. We will seize your land. Excuse me, sir. How many places have you closed now? I drove from where I am. I had a 15 minutes drive. Over 5 petrol stations are selling fuel. None of them for less than 500 naira. And they're in Benin. Heart of Benin. Drive into Jaro. Drive to airport to drive to Safia Road. Any problem? Any deep problem? It's not a country. It's not a country. Man, humanity to man. Everything that happens in this country, the people suffer. Subsidy. Remove subsidy is good though. Government has to stop paying. But I expected more. How many presidential fleet are we selling to cushion the effect? The excessive waste in governance. The PA to PA. There are several things that Nigerians should be focused on. God get it. But it is the one that focuses on the people more that you are going to focus. People should cry. After all, as soon as I say una get sense, people must suffer. And with the sufferer. There are businesses that depends on fuel. Some people make 500 naira daily as their profit, and they have to buy fuel over 300% of what they used to buy it for. The people will suffer. I'm telling you guys now, these are what these petrol stations, the owners and the CEOs and the chairmen, they are going to come out tomorrow and begin to point to one candidate or point to themselves to vote for them, that they have been on the side of people, and you go and vote for them. God will punish you. God will punish you. If you support all this nonsense, God will punish you. People like this should be marked. They should be marked and put aside. Forget about service to the people. A useless set of. The kind of business people we have, 90% of the business community, people in the business community in this country, they are evil, wicked, and dangerous. They should not be given public space at all. They should be, all these chairman, chief inspector, deacon, elders that will share to business people in this country is wrong. Just imagine. Me and you, who again is suffering? Government hasty, vague, ambiguous statement on the first day has put us in problem like this. And there are Nigerians who are not suffering other Nigerians because you have got privileges. Later you say presidency not bad. See your small power. See small power with the give. Look at your small power now. And because you will there, I'm gonna come off my front.